Good day and welcome back to another Megabonk video. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at Tier 1 run on Desert with Noelle. And yeah, just trying to clear out some challenges, get some kills, do some stuff with characters, pretty much. Nothing too crazy. So with Noelle, we obviously have this nice big frozen field. Number one ability would be to just freeze people constantly. The more we freeze, the more powerful we get. So that should be self-explanatory. Size is going to be a big thing for us. Damage over time, duration is also going to be a big thing. All these sort of things are going to be very, very, very important for us. So yeah, it kind of summarizes her as a character pretty much, if I'm being honest. So obviously, yeah, Tier 1 Desert, not super duper hard or anything. Probably a little bit harder than maybe Forest, for example, but nothing too crazy, you know, not anything too wild. Let's take a crit chance, is fine. Why not? So, yeah, obviously, in that sense, you know, one of the things that's nice in Desert is having a lot of mobility, and we don't tend to have that. So you don't have a huge track of mobility on our little friend here. So because of that, it can be a little bit dangerous. But yeah, generally we should be fine. If we can pick up some other weapons that kind of let us go closer, that's also great. But we do want to pick up the Frost Staff because we do want the ability to freeze more and more. Like it is very important. Freezing is ultimately the most important mechanic that we have in our runs, pretty much across the board. So anytime we can get anything that freezes or helps to freeze or anything like that, you know, generally speaking, we're going to be pretty good to go. A lamp is pretty good for us as well, legendary lamp. Beefy ring is also fine because we're one of the few mage characters that does want to get beefy. So yeah, Aegis is also pretty good. You can be pretty much surrounded by characters. So ideally, where possible, if you can give yourself something to help push back, it's generally going to be fine. We'll just take that 12% damage. Should maybe taking that movement speed, but that's okay. So just trying to pick up some shrines here. Obviously, projectile count. Ooh. It's gonna hurt. Attack speed is also good. Attack speed means more we proc. Size would be ideal, but it's okay. We don't need to have size. Like to have size, we don't need to have size. So generally, I think we're okay. I don't think we're, you know, in a bit of a pickle with this character. I think we're fairly accessible and fairly comfortable, I would say, with this run. I don't think there's anything too wild that you need to worry about or anything like that. Could go axes. Might refresh. Take an attack speed totem. We definitely want the staff because we need to have more ability to freeze. Like, it's not really negotiable. Like, we need to be able to freeze. We have to freeze. We need as much freezing as we can get. The more we can freeze, the better we can freeze. It's just better overall, basically. Like, really, it's one of those situations. So yeah, I'm going to take the katana because it's an epic upgrade and it's a weapon. There we go. So this ice crystal is exactly what we want. If there's any weapon that you want ice crystal, because ice crystal is going to give us unfreeze chance. It's going to make us so much better, so much more powerful overall. And yeah, it's just going to be very solid. Let's just grab this. Precision totem. Aura is pretty good. I say we can take aura probably, just because duration is pretty good. Duration's nice because it keeps him frozen for longer, which means that we can benefit from it a little bit more. But yeah. See, so like, this is our big problem. Without the staff, we don't have a lot of like range ability to kind of do damage. So it's great when we freeze him, but you know, it's not like a big one. I'm just gonna skip this actually. Just take this. Okay, that's cool. But yeah, so it's a little bit of a difficult one to build in terms of like, you obviously want to have those auras, but you need to have those on-status effects. Like if you're not freezing, you're not multiplying her damage, and that's generally not a good thing. So it is quite tricky. She's quite a tricky character to build, if I'm being honest. She's not the easiest character to build. Overall, knockback, Frostwalker. Just take it. Wow. Great timing. Duration. Duration, gold gain. Okay, I think we'll go with the duration. No, we'll go with movement speed. We're very slow. More movement speed is always better. Size totem, that's cool. Size totem is also fine, giving us the ability to expand our radius. We'll do that. It's awesome. We do have size, like we do scale size wise, but as you can see, the bigger the size pool, the better it is for us as a character, right? Ultimately, that's all it is. So the bigger the size, better it is for us as a character. We have less problems, less worries, and we're freezing more people. That's the thing. We're getting more people frozen at one time. Frostwalker, perfect. Size, yeah. Size. So look how big our radius is now getting. So now you're starting to really feel the effects, I want to say. You're starting to see the benefits of this character. So the bigger the size radius gets, the more easily we're going to freeze people from afar. The more people we're going to freeze at once, which means the more damage essentially we're going to do overall, which is obviously great. More ghosts, not really what I want. So ideally, like it goes without saying, but ideally we're looking for, obviously, we're looking for, of course, more status effect, duration, effect chance, lamp. Like I said before, lamp is great. You know, the on-hit proc chance is always great. Always huge cooldowns great as well. Just helping us get like very big. Duration, movement speed. Duration is also good because when we do freeze and they stay frozen for longer, I believe. I could be wrong there. Someone's going to be like, yeah, you're wrong. I'll be like, okay, my bad. Okay, let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's hit this. Hit that shrine. Here comes all the EXP. Frostwalker. So you might wonder why I'm taking Frostwalker over like maybe a epic sized katana or this or that. It's just largely to attack speed is good. It's just largely to give me more size. More size is just better. So it's very difficult to explain, but basically you need the size. Like, you have to have the size. It's almost mandatory, so it's just very important to have. The bigger you get, the stronger you get as a character. And it's so important when you're fighting with groups of enemies. Okay, let's go movement speed buff. Like size, you'll notice I'm very much always picking up size, because the bigger this effect, the bigger it's going to be, the better it's going to be. And yeah, we're just going to end up rocking it out. So we'll take some lifesteal now, actually. Flat damage increase, that's cool. Lifesteal, pick up range, regen. Take some lifesteal. So you can see, like, here we're getting a lot of enemies. Doesn't matter, because we're freezing so many enemies at once, and that's multiplying our damage. So it's always something that's going to be very good. The more size, the more chance, the more proc chance, the better it is. You can see, like, we're doing decent damage. Just wish we had more on. Oh, you can see what we got there. Probably need to find the portal. That would be advisable. There's a size totem. Look how big our field is. Another size totem. Now we're rocking big. Curse an enemy. I just want to find the ball now. Would be advisable. Would be highly advisable, actually. But yeah, don't get to choose these things. Must be over there, surely. That's like the only place we haven't gone. Cooldown. Cooldown's cool because it just means more procs within the circle, which is always valuable. Size. Woo! We're so big. So there's a bandit. Let's test ourselves out against him. Pretty decent. So the reason why we're not doing, you'll see us doing damage and like spikes against him, is because we're actually not getting enough freeze procs. So we're not actually freezing, like we're not actually freezing him very well. And because we're not freezing a whole bunch of other people, then we're not doing the damage. There's the portal. Nice. Nice. Oh, I want my. Open it. Take my key. Take my key, please. Come on. Open this. Charging shrines. Not really the power up we want. It's okay. Like I say, you know. We'll go here, Frostwalker size. So ideally we would want way more procs on hit, just to freeze. Size I think was where we wanted it to be. I wouldn't say it was perfect. I'd say it's where we wanted it to be. Like I feel like it could have been better. Could have been, you know, more size, but yeah, I'd say this is probably where or whereabouts we'd like to be, personally. Just, yeah, probably where you want your Noelle to sit in terms of performance. I think, you know, decently strong. the more unproc hits we would have had, the higher our damage would have gone. We also probably could have just picked up more. Like I think instead of Katana, we definitely would have wanted Frost Staff to freeze characters at range, because yeah, that does help, of course. But yeah, like definitely something that I would suggest you look into. But she's great. She's a lot of fun. Knockback damage to elites. She's lots of fun. Great character. Really interesting to build, like functionally. Evasion would work well with her, I guess, as well. Probably. But yeah, ultimately she's just a good character. Like, there's not much really you need to worry about with her, I would say. Just my 2 cents. But yeah, she's just really fun, really cool. You could use Microwave, you could clone an item, right? Like, you could do all these things, and you'd have some decent time. I don't know what we've cloned. Demon Blade. If you can, you want to exchange your green items as much as possible, to try and get, obviously, the unproc hit effects. Like, if you want to craft an item ever, you want to craft that one. But yeah, other than that, basically, you know what, you're all good. So you're all good to go. Shouldn't have any issues. Yeah, that's it from me. Bye.